Hey peeps, thanks for finding me. Epiphany Blue on YouTube. Glad you stopped by. Interesting project today. And I have done a preview of this project before, but today you get to see almost the whole project because I had a mishap with my video. I did one last night and then all of a sudden my gimbal went out. So I've got to start over. So basically what I'm doing today is I'm making a toilet paper holder for your bathroom so that you no longer have to scream through the house for somebody to rescue you, and bring you some paper. A toilet paper holder for your bathroom wall. Look at that. Very simple to make, really, actually. Okay, so let's get started. What I have here is like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So actually I've got 2 white ones and 2 blue ones that I did already. The very same way, different colors, so to speak. This one's got these white sprigs of, I think it's lavender, sprigs of lavender, and but they're in white. And so this one's in blue, and then because the sprigs were white, um, well, because the fabric was blue, actually, I should say, I did a blue hanger and a blue bow and put a little bling on there. So yeah, that's what that looks like. This is what it looks like without the paper in it. And this is your hanger. You just simply hang it on the wall. So I've got 2 blue ones already finished. And I've got 2 white ones. As you can see, the sprigs of lavender in this one is blue. I think it's lavender. I'm not sure. Really pretty though. And then this one, the flower sprigs are purple, so of course that dictated the color of the hanger and the color of the bow. So can you see it's purple? Yeah, really pretty. This material is really nice cotton. Really nice cotton. Really good quality cotton. If you can see, if you know fabric, you can tell the difference. Really nice. So when I saw these, I grabbed a bunch of them. And these actually were tea towels. Tea towels. But what I have today is, those are tea towels, right? But what I have today is, what I did was, I did some measuring and I cut out some fabric in the dimensions that I thought I needed. And let's see, I did this before this morning for the other video. So this, basically it's 7 inches across, which would mean that that would be the width of the fabric would be double that, because you've got to fold it together. Oh, 14 with 15, maybe 16, because then you've got to allow to double over to make a seam, right? So it measures, finished, it measures 7, but you give like 2 inches for your seam allowance when you sew it up, together. And then from the length of it is approximately 20 inches. So you double that, right? So that's 40. Oh, and you're going to give 40, 41, 42, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44 inches long, because you're going to have to, before you sew across the top, you're going to have to fold it over. So you have to allow for those extra inches that you need to fold over. Okay? So yeah, I've got 2 that I finished. So then basically what I did is, after I cut out the fabric, it's just like that other one. You cut out the fabric, you cut out the fabric to the dimensions that you want, and you can also gauge it by the paper that you have, because some people buy small rolls, some people like the double rolls. Okay, these kind of look like double rolls, right? Not kind of, they all look, I believe they're double rolls, because yeah, you can get smaller rolls than that, but yeah. So then, yeah, what you do is you fold your fabric in half on the wrong side, and then you run a stitch on one side, and then you turn it inside out, and then you're gonna get this sleeve. And then what I did was, as I said, what I did was I measured with my paper basically to see how long I wanted this piece actually, okay? Because you've got to allow for the paper to fit inside, okay? But then you need a little room in here too, because you got to get the paper in and out. You don't want to have to tussle with getting the paper in and out. So you see this extra space here, so you have to allow for that too. And it's the same with the other one. You have to allow that extra space to get your paper in and out really easy. So there you have it. Again, once again, you'll see you got that extra space in here. So all of that you have to gauge when you cut your initial piece out for how long you want it. Okay, you got to allow for that space. So yeah. So then that's what I did. So I ran a stitch on the wrong, the fabric piece is on the wrong side. And then you run a stitch up, and then you turn it inside out, and then you turn the stitching to the middle part. Your stitch line is going to now be in the middle of the piece. See, that's the stitch line, but it's not on the side, it's in the middle so that it doesn't really show on each side. Okay? And then what I did was I cut out my my little hanger. You don't need it that long, as you can see, right? It's just a little hanger. It's going to hang on a hook on the wall. So I cut that out, and then I stuck it in between the two pieces, and I pinned it, because what you're going to do now is you're going to run a stitch across the top. This is the top where the hanger is, right? So you're going to run a stitch across there. So once you run that stitch across the top, this hanger is in there. You catch the hanger while you're sewing across, and it's not going anywhere. It's in there, okay? So you do a stitch across the top that closes it all up, and then what I did was I folded it to the middle, and I got the middle point, and then I knew that that's where I wanted to run my middle stitch to separate the two parts. Because again, you can do these to accommodate one row, as this one is. This only fits one row, right? This only fits one row really comfortably, again, with enough space here so that you don't have to tussle to get it out. So this is one row, but these two that I made, they accommodate two rows of paper. So to get the two separate compartments, you fold it in the middle, and then you're going to run a stitch across that very middle part, which is what I did. That's my middle part, and as you can see, I ran a stitch right across, and that closes it up really nice and separates those two compartments. I hope that makes sense, right? And then after that, basically all you do is decorate. So yeah, I got kicked off, but I was doing that video early this morning, and that's why this part is already done. So then you decide how you want to decorate it. That's the next part. That's the really fun part. You decide how you want to decorate it. My bathroom is burgundy gold accents. I have a gold waste paper basket that I put some of this bling around, and various other gold objects in there. So that dictated what I wanted to do with this, because this one is mine, personal, from my bathroom. But I did make a second one because I'm going to put this one up on Etsy. But I'm going to decorate it the same way, okay? So yeah, so I already started to decorate. So I put that bling across here with my hot glue gun. No problem with the hot glue gun. And now I decided to where that middle stitch line is that separates the two compartments, I'm going to put some bling there too. Okay? So I'm going to put bling right across. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. I'm going to do that real quick and show you how that looks. Right on top of that stitch line. Okay. Right on top of that stitch line. Watch out for the, oh, and this is really nice fabric. This is antique satin. And of course, this was the only fabric I had in the color. As I said, this is the color for my bathroom. My shower curtain is burgundy and gold. So this was perfect. And yeah, I think it's going to look really nice. So, so you take your time and you get it right on that stitch line. That's where you're going to glue this bling, right on that stitch line, okay? And this is very easy. You're going to see this is going to be done in no time. Very easy to do. If you sew, then it's easy. If you don't sew, that whole thing of stitching this whole piece together, like I said, when you where it's initially turned around in the back, and it's on the wrong side, and you stitch it all the way the whole length, you can do that with the glue gun too. But for some fabrics, you have to be careful with the glue gun because then it'll bleed through and you can see the glue. And I think this kind of fabric, that would happen. So you have to judge your fabric. Because if you don't sew, then that's what you'll probably want to do. You'll probably want to use the glue gun. Um, but you do have to be careful about the fabric that you're using when you use the glue gun. Most cottons, it won't bleed through. You won't be able to see that you glued it together. This particular fabric you would. So there you go. I've done it in the middle, at the middle stitch line. And really quickly before I continue to decorate it, because I've just got one more thing to do to decorate it. And let's just see how this looks, how this works. Let's see. So there you go. That's how it looks. So it's hanging on the wall, and that's how it looks. Now you can leave this alone just like that, but for me, I always like the extra touches, and so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next as far as decorating it goes. I made these flowers. This is this antique satin also? Um, hmm. This might be antique. No, this is antique satin. This is some kind of I forget what they call this fabric. A lot of wedding gowns and dresses are made out of this fabric. So I made circles out of this fabric. I took different pieces of cardboard and I drew circles. Like get a jar of seasoning that you have, that you like the size of the circle on the bottom. I drew it on a piece of cardboard, cut that out. Then I got something else that was a little bigger, cut that out on cardboard. So I've got three different sizes of circles. And this is what I said. I'll have to do a video to show you how to make these flowers on another video. So this is three sizes of cardboard, of circles. Small, bigger, and then bigger in the back to make this flower. And then what you do, once you cut out the circle, you get your lighter and you singe it, or you go to the stove and do it, and you singe it all around, and then this particular fabric, it sort of curls up, and that's what gives you the flower effect, okay? So that's what I'm going to use on here. I made a couple of flowers, and I've had these for a while. You can put these on hats. You can put these anywhere. Oh, you can make a brooch. I'm going to make a brooch out of some of these. Imagine going to church on Sunday and you've got this on your suit jacket. If you've got Let's say you have a green suit on. All I do is put a pin on the back and you've got yourself a little brooch. You can put it in a hat. You can put it on a clip to put in your hair. You could do all sorts of things with these. So I made all of these. I even have leaves. I made leaves to go with some of them. So in other words, um, you can you can add a leaf if you wanted to, if you put it on a project. Because you can put these on bags. You can put these on almost anything. So yeah, so I've made some of these. Look how pretty that is. Look how pretty this one is. Just really quickly made all of these. And then I decided to put different things in the middle. This one has a pearl doodad in the middle. Uh, yeah, and then I made some bigger. I made some bigger. As opposed to this size, I made this size. Okay, so I made some of these flowers. So then what I did was, and I hope I didn't lose it. Oh, there it is. This one. Oh, and I need another one for the other one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use that one. Yeah. And, yeah, I'm going to use that one. So that's these. Oh, here's a pink one. Here's a pink one. And here's some more leaves. Really cute. Look at that. Can you see this pink one? Easter, it's coming up. Look at that. On a hat. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, that's what I chose to decorate this with. So then I had a little rhinestone thing here. Doodad. I'm going to call it a doodad. But I took it off because what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, to match the bling on here, I cut one individual one off, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the middle of this flower like that, and then I'm going to glue it to the top. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Oh, I need a glue stick. So I'm going to do some glue on that, and then I'm going to glue it to the middle of this flower. Got to get it right in the middle. Okay, and that's what it looks like. And then I'm going to glue it to the top. Glue strands don't like glue strands at all. So I'm going to glue this right in the middle. Right in the middle. Okay? And that's how it looks. Look at that. Look at that. And this is basically finished. It is finished. Okay? So you got your hanger. So now you put your paper in. And you make sure you get it right in the middle so that you have equal space on both sides and the paper is right in the middle of this sleeve, okay? And that's what you have. A toilet paper holder. Look at that. A toilet paper holder for your bathroom. And it fits really nicely on your wall. You don't need a big hook. A small hook will do. And you just hang it on this hanger. And nobody has to holler anymore all through the house for help. You've got 2 sources of paper ready at hand. You just now all you have to do is remember to refill it when they run out, right? Okay? So that's a toilet paper hanger. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this is going to look really nice on my wall. Really nice. So I'm going to take these out because remember I've got the other one. So that's That's mine. And then I've got the other one, which I'm basically going to decorate the very same way. So yeah. And I already cut this out, so I know. Let me just make sure. I already cut the length of this out. And the one for the middle. Yeah. And this one, I'm not going to leave this rhinestone here. I'm going to take this rhinestone off. And once again, oh, this might be, hope it's not going to be too hard to get off. Oh, there you go. Okay. So I've taken the rhinestone off. And I am going to, like the other one, I'm going to add this bling to the middle of this flower. Okay. So let's get started with this. Again, this is going to be really quick. Put this start at the end. Ouch. Can you believe I had the glue gun in my mouth? Okay. Sometimes when you're crafting, you need three hands. So let's see. And you don't need a lot of glue. It's just a little spot of glue on each one of these things. Okay. Again, as I always say, you always have to make sure you get the glue strands off of your hand, because then you'll find that it's all over your fabric, and you don't want that. Okay. You don't want that. Now for the middle. Yep. Really easy to do, really. You pick a fabric that you like, and you cut out your initial piece. Okay, let's see how this. Oh. Oh, it stuck to my finger. Okay, I'm getting a mess here. Okay, this is getting messy. You have to be really precise with this stuff. And if you get glue on, some fabrics are really easy to clean up, others are not. I'm gonna fuss with that later. Okay, I'm gonna fuss with that later. So, yeah, you have to be really precise when you're crafting, because as you can see, you can have those kinds of mishaps. You have to be really precise. So, obviously, if I don't clean that up the way I want to, because I'm a perfectionist, then this will be the one that I keep, and then the other one that came out perfect will be the one that goes up on Etsy, obviously. That's a no-brainer, right? That's a no-brainer. Okay, let's see. That way. I tell you, these glue strands just are a pain. got one more to do. Look at that. And some fabrics are more forgiving than others as far as the glue strands go. When you get it on your work, sometimes those glue strands are a chore to get off. So that's why you have to be careful. If my voice sounds a little deep, it's because I think I'm getting a cold, or this weather's crazy, right? Okay, so here we go. Here we are. This is what it looks like. Once again, you've got your bling at the top, and then you've got your bling at the middle part of this. Okay, that's what it looks like. And then once again, I'm going to add this little piece of bling to the middle of this flower, making sure to get it right in the middle. Which I did. So that's it. And then I'm going to add it to the very top, right in the middle of my hanger. Right in the middle of the hanger, right there. That's where I'm going to put that. Right in the middle. And here we have another one. Completed. It's not that hard, and it doesn't even take that long to do. Well, I went to the sewing machine and I did this one. As I said, if you don't have a sewing machine, you don't sew. There's something called stitch under, or stitch witchery or something like that. I forget because I haven't used it in a while. And it's a sticky thing on both sides, and you can put a seam together. You can even hem a pants with this thing. Stitch witchery, stitch under, something like that. So if you don't sew, bottom line, you can use that, or you can use the glue gun to put it all together. And this is how it came out. And you're gonna have space. So you're gonna put it in, you're gonna put your paper in the very middle of this so that you have space here. As you can see, you have space here. And then when you turn it around, you've got space here also. So you're gonna put it exactly in the middle so that it falls really nicely. And that's what it looks like from the back. You don't need to decorate the back because it's gonna be against the wall. And you've got your hanger. And this is how it hangs on the wall. A teepee holder. That's what you call it, a teepee holder. See? You got 2 rows of teepee right at your fingertips hanging on the wall. And you don't have to let anybody know that you ran out. Okay? No distress calls anymore. You've got teepee right hanging on your wall, right at your fingertips. So that's 2 of them. Really easy to do. Okay? Some people even wrap their teepee in plastic wrap to protect it. Okay? I don't think that's a bad idea. But to my way of thinking, it's not gonna be on the wall that long. It's not gonna last that long. So I wouldn't wrap mine unless you're hanging it in a place where it's really gonna get dirty, like stuff's gonna splash up on it or something. I wouldn't wrap it in plastic. But that wasn't a bad idea if you need to protect it. So that's this one, and that's this one, decorated exactly the same way. And I'll figure out which one is going to be mine and which one I'm going to put up on Etsy, along with these single roll ones. Okay? Single roll ones. So here's one in white, here's one in blue. Here you go. Yeah, nice. Hanging on the wall. Right under a picture or whatever. Really nice accessory to your bathroom, for your bathroom. Here's the one in blue. And this is a single one again. You can do a single or you can do a double. There you go. Really nice, hanging on the wall. TP holder. I love it. I love this idea. And I didn't come up with the idea. Somebody else did it. And I saw it and I was like, I'm going to make some. But of course, the individualness of it all comes in how you decorate it, what colors you choose. Yeah. So as I said, this is the color of my bathroom. And it's going to look fabulous hanging in my bathroom. So that's those two. The TP holder. I did a video recently where I was showing some of these framed items that I've done, that I've created. This is one. Oh, I'm going to have fun doing that. And this is the other one. And I said, since I did this one, and for some reason I thought I had that earring glued down. Here's the earring, it fell off. And so I decorated this one with the bling. And I said, I didn't really like the plain frames. And I said, I wanted to decorate these other two frames and make them fancier. So that's what I'm going to do with this one today. And I had the bright idea to pull out I knew I had some of this trim in black. Look at that. And because I chose, I really needed to clean this thing. I haven't cleaned it yet. I came up with the idea because of this black frame here. And I'm going to do this black frame. I'm going to use this black frame on note cards. So I'm going to put this frame in the middle of a note card, and I'm going to put somebody's initial right in the middle, or maybe both initials. You know, one on the top, one on the bottom. Or maybe I'll do two frames and do the first initial and the second initial on the postcard, or the postcard. A postcard doesn't a note card. Note card. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about note cards. I'm going to do sets of note cards with somebody's initial. You know, you use note cards to send a note to a friend, you know. Of course, people don't write anymore, but, you know, you could start it up. You could start the trend again, you know. So, yeah, because I really love this frame. So then the frame was what made me say, oh, I've got this trim in black, and wouldn't that look nice on this frame? And I dug it out, and that's what I'm going to do now, bottom line, right? Did I say this was going to be a short video? No. We'll see. And I think I cut this out beforehand. Yeah, I sure did. Okay, so I've got that part, and I've got the shorter part already. Yep. I should always do the long part first. So I've got the long part. Yeah, I measured this all out beforehand. So that's exactly how it's gonna look. And then I've got the bottom part. Yeah. So that's how it's gonna look, if you can see that. Oh, that's gonna look really nice, just like I thought. Okay, so let's get busy. So I'm gonna do the long part first. And all it takes is a glue gun. Okay, first of all, measure twice, cut once, right? So let me just make sure that this fits like I thought. Yeah, yeah, if I pull it, yeah, okay. So the first one goes on. The first one is the hardest one because you've got to judge it just right. So that's the first one. And of course, the glue strands won't give up. Yeah. Yeah. So now you just keep gluing as long as you don't run out of glue sticks, and I have plenty of glue sticks. So you add a little, not too little, you know, you be generous with it because okay. Almost there. Yeah, you add enough, not too much that it oozes out over the, all, you know, oozes out the side and then you have a mess. But just enough to make it stick. And then you press down. Okay. And then got the last one, and then I'll show you what this side looks like. I'll clean up all these glue strands later. They are such a pain, but that's what it looks like so far. Look at that. And you know what? I could even do one side and leave it and maybe just do the top. But knowing me, I'm going to do the whole thing. Oh, I could do this, one side and the top. Could do that, but no, I'm not. So now I'm going to do the other side. And this is the long piece. Yep, this is the long piece. So I'm going to start at the top. As I said, the first one's always the hardest ones because you've got to get it just right. Oh, see? One thing about the glue strings on glass it's easy to clean up. So how do I do this? Okay. So yeah, this is the best angle. You get it on an angle and you go for it. Okay. And you always press them down to make sure that they're down really good. Okay. Good. Need my So I almost had a scare. Well, I did have a scare, not almost. When I went to sew one of these teepee holders not too long ago, like early this morning, I have my machine plugged in my room because my workshop is all over the place. This apartment is not that big, and so, like my boys say, the whole apartment is mine. I've got stuff all over. So I sew in my room, Okay, and I go and I plug in my machine where I always plug it in, and it doesn't start. It doesn't start, and I'm hitting the. I got my foot on the pedal, and nothing is happening. I'm like, what the heck? Now I gotta buy a machine. It's always something, right? So I'm trying everything. I turn the machine off. I turn the light off. I do all kinds of stuff, right? Nothing works. Then I look down because I've got lamps on both sides of my bed. I look down to where the lamp is plugged in, an extension cord I have, because I've got a cassette player and a CD player on my nightstand, and so I've got the CD player and the lamp plugged in. So I've got an extension cord. So I look at the extension cord and I'm like, I unplug the machine from the wall socket where I always plug it in, and I plug it into the extension cord. Machine revs up right away. I'm like, what the heck? So don't tell me that I now have to check that socket and see what's going on. I don't need those kinds of headaches, okay? I really don't. But we'll see what happens, because I mean, it worked out for me plugging it into the extension cord, because then I was able to just start sewing. But that's not a good indication. I don't like that at all. So we'll see what happens. This is looking really pretty, just like I thought. Just like I thought. Just like I thought. Ouch. So you press each one down. And glue guns don't play, okay? You apply something with a glue gun and it takes just like that. So that's why you have to be really careful when you apply glue to something and you set it down exactly. You have to know exactly where you want to set it down, because it's very unforgiving. If you want to take it up, it's sometimes it could be hard to get up, or sometimes it could be easy. That's what it's looking like so far. I think it looks fabulous, just like I thought it would. So I've got one side left, and this will be all done. So you have to be careful with your initial one where you place it. Very precise you have to be. Okay, so crafting is patience, and you have to be a very precise person. So you get it exactly where you want it. Okay, there you are. And as you can see, I clean up after myself during the process, which is a must. You gotta do that. Gotta do that. Got to do that. I'm sure you can see. I've seen videos where I'm talking and I've got glue strands hanging from my finger, but that's one of the things about crafting. Okay, so this is the last one, and there you go. And I like it. Some people decorate their bedrooms in black and other colors that go with black. Black and pink, black and orange, black and white. I like it. I like it. Um, yeah, I could really see this frame. It's called a frame. It's this black frame. Bigger with somebody's initial in there. I really could. I can't wait to do that. So that's that one. Okay, so I had that idea to do that. And now, oh, well, let me put her, where's her earring? Where's the earring? Oh, there it is. I could have sworn I attached this earring before. Let's see what happens now. Um, oh, first I gotta figure out where the earring goes. I think it goes right there. Yeah, I could have sworn I put that earring down before. So there she is. Now she's got her earring. Okay. So you know what? So that I have to really protect this stuff. So you have to protect your work too. So what I'm gonna do is after I take my picture, put it up on Etsy, then I'm gonna wrap it in some bubble wrap and then store it away until it sells. And so she's protected. And as I said before when I did this, when I showed this, the next time I make one, I'm not happy with this beige paper in the back. I mean, it looks okay, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do a pink background paper and put her on a pink background. I think that's gonna look fabulous. Yeah, but this one's okay. So that's that one. So she's got her earring back, and this is the one. Just finished this one, and then this is the other one that I thought was so plain. And I said I was going to take these apart and clean them. Could use a cleaning, but I'm going to add the bling, and then let's see. I'm going to add the bling. So once again, you can totally sit this on an easel, or of course it's got the picture. It's a picture frame, so it's got this flap on the back where you can totally sit it on a table like that. Okay? Yeah. Can you see a teenager with this on her nightstand in her room, dressing table, whatever? So yeah. Do I still have the price? No, that's not the price tag. That's just the company information. I got some indication here just now about my phone. I don't know. Maybe the video won't last as long as I thought. So anyway, let's see how we can get this going. So I've got these. As I said, I thought this frame was plain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dress it up. So I'm going to add some of these things on here. I did have them positioned before how I wanted them. But let's see what happens now. So I'm going to wing it. I'm going to wing it. Just make sure I space them out how they need to be. Let's see. That looks about right. So then what I can do, or what I will do, is then I'll gauge the bottom part by the top part. I really got to clean these frames. Let's see. So that's not. It's a little spaced out. See, this is where your precision and being persnickety comes in. Uh, because you've got to get it just right. I mean, if somebody looks at it, it's got to make sense. Okay, I think that's it. So when I do the bottom, I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do this really quickly. 7. Lucky 7. Lucky 7. And then, I'll have to try to remember where this one is. Okay. Yeah, I think I got that one. And then okay, see. You can't skip on the glue. So I'm going to put that in the middle of that space. Come on, glue, get off my hands. So that's, okay, I got that one's down. I'm going to put this one right in the middle of this space right here. There you go. And then I've got this one. See? And these are really small, so you've got to be so careful how you handle them. And that didn't work out for me that good because I burned my hand, and now I hope it's going to stick. Yeah. Got one more, two more. Yeah, so you've got to be, oh, okay, it's looking where I've got it spaced out just the way I want it. So it's kind of looking good. And now this is the last one on the end. And if this video runs out, then you'll know that the battery ran out because I got some kind of an indication, but I can't go in there right now to see what it was. Maybe it's not the battery, I don't know. But anyway, this is what the top looks like so far. Okay. Yeah, looks like the battery might go. And I charged this phone. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe just do the bottom, and then on another video I'll show you how the sides came out. So that's 1, 2, and then what I could do is, where's my ruler? What I could do is I could do this as to where to put the next one. Oh, see, that's exactly where, and then do that, engage where the next one is, and do that, engage where the next one should be. And yeah, I could do that. So that's that. That's that. Let's see. That's that. I'm eyeballing it right now, actually. Like, I'm going a straight line, and I see where that one is, and then I get the one on the end. So yeah. Oh, that looks nice too. Come on, battery. Don't fail me now, please. Because I want my viewers to see the whole project finished. So that one's there. I hope it allows me at least to do the top and the bottom. So that, oh, what a mess. So that you get to see, yeah, that one. Sometimes you do have a glue mess going on. Got glue all over my fingernails. So, if the battery goes out, guys, this has been Summer Rain over at Epiphany Blue, bringing you another fabulous creation. As I said, if the battery goes out, I'll show you this finished product in the next video, because now what I have to do is I have to do both other sides of this, the longer sides. I've got the top. I'm going to see if I can finish the bottom, and that'll be it. And I'll see you in the next video. I did have some other things to show you, but oh shoot, ouch. Oh, that was a lot of glue on my finger. So let's see if I can hurry up and finish this. Come on, battery, don't fail me now. That's that one. That's that one. But at least you got to see the toilet paper holder, TP holder. TP holder for short. This one, I've got this one, and I've got one more, and then I'm gonna call it quits for this video. Okay, so that one's there, and now the last one on the end. And you'll get to see at least how I thought that dressing this frame up some more would make it look fabulous, rather than keeping it plain. Okay, so this is how it looks with the added pearls on the top and on the bottom. And I've got more pearls, lots of pearls to go. You can see I've got lots of pearls to go on both sides. So that's what I'll do. I'll finish it up and I'll let you see. But that's what it looks like, just like I thought it would look. That adds a little more pizzazz to it. Okay, so this has been another creation from Epiphany Blue. Thanks for swinging by. Like, share, and support the channel. All right? See you guys in the next one. Bye.